Good day, everyone. My name is Álvaro Rue from A Plus Itiada. I am the project coordinator of the Head Start project. Uh, Today, I will show you what are we doing within this project and will be our next steps in the next months. So just a quick overview. It's a research and innovation action funded by European Commission in the Horizon 2020 project. It started the 1st of January 2019, so we are currently very close to the end of our second year. It's in a nutshell, the HEDS consortium. It's built up from 17 partners in which we brought together different types of organizations that are key in the, let's say, value chain and stakeholder relationship within testing, validation, and certification of connected and automated driving, because this is the project objective, to define testing and validation procedures of connected automated driving functions, including what we have considered are key inherent technologies of CAD, for example, communication, cybersecurity, and positioning, by cross-linking all different test instances, test methods that are important for the validation and certification of automated driving, such as simulation, vehicle in the X in the loop, proving ground testing, and real-world field tests, in order to validate safety and security performance, according to what we have defined also as the three key user groups. From one side, technology developers, industry, OEMs, tier ones, academia, consumer testing, for example, what would be Euro NCAP and type approval. And to do so, we have different phases, 5 different objectives. First of all, identification, main idea, understand what's state of the art, what's being done everywhere. Second step, building on the knowledge of the state of the art. What's potential harmonization? What are the commonalities? What are the differences between all the different initiatives that are being done worldwide? Third step, definition and development. We know what's there. We know what are the potential gaps and commonalities. So we will define what would be a harmonization proposal, and we will build from it what would be the implementation of the project. We have a 4th phase, which is the demonstration. We'll see more today, a little bit of what we are planning on our last year. Demonstration of what we have done during the project, and this is planned for this last phase of the project. We have a transversal activity, which we call Rich Consensus. And here what we do is bring together all the different stakeholders of the community, of the testing community, to understand what are their needs, what are their requirements, and to show them what we are doing. If we start moving on what we've done during this first period of the project, we have been focusing a lot on identification, on harmonization, and we have also started working on the definition of these potential harmonization activities. And today, I would like to explain a little bit on this, which are our results up to date. For more information on the project, you can find them all in our webpage, and there you will find all this analysis on state of the art, different activities worldwide, and who have we been speaking, we have been researching during this first month. Please check our webpage for more information on this. If we move on to the methodology, the Head Start methodology, where does this come from? Well, it's an objective from the, as we were saying, it's a mode of the project, harmonization. How do we bring together different initiatives? So we have been working with what's already there, what was currently at the moment worldwide. So we took inputs. We're building from the inputs and the previous work of such well-known projects as Pegasus, Move in France, Secure in Japan, Streetwise in the Netherlands, Enable S3, which was an Excel program. So we brought all this together with the objective of harmonizing, bringing all together through these building blocks. And this, in a nutshell, is the Head Start methodology. It's important to highlight that database and the mechanics of the database is out of scope of the project itself, but it's very important because it's what we are feeding from for the automatization of a scenario-based validation methodology as the Head Start methodology is proposing. I will not go into the details. You can have more information on our webpage. We have different webinars dedicated for the Head Start methodology, but just wanted to highlight that in this methodology, we are also including key enabling technologies. And this is important because key enabling technologies need to be tackled together with automated driving function, especially, for example, for those use cases that are completely reliant on communications. Think about truck platooning. Key enabling technologies It's different. Some of them are easier to integrate in the whole chain, the whole methodology. For example, communication and positioning are already there in the existing standards on different layers of, for example, open scenario. But we just wanted to highlight that, for example, cybersecurity needs to be treated in a special way. This is clearly reflected in the rest of the activities we've been doing, especially on procedures. And just wanted to highlight, we have the CATs in the process, and then we have a separate branch for cybersecurity. So we can also be included in the overall methodology. Our next step from the methodology was building a procedure. So we are moving from not just what to do, but how do you do it? Okay, this can be found also in existing and public accessible deliverables through our webpage, but just wanted to show you a highlight of what we are speaking about. So we have all the different roads and the paths that you need to follow to fulfill all these different stages: scenario selection, allocation, testing, method coordination, field testing, virtual testing, etc. You will also see here on the left side of the diagram that for cybersecurity, we have a separate one for those tests that are optional for in-depth analysis of cybersecurity. Regarding the objectives and next stages, we are now at this stage. So we've been working on identification, harmonization, definition of methodology and procedures, and we now move to this second stage in where we are going to work from this methodology. This will end up with the demonstration. I will say something later. So what are we doing now? We are working on the testing toolchain. This testing toolchain will be compatible with the methodology and with the procedures, and will be the basis for the demonstration in the second semester of 2021. Many activities are going on in this direction, not just the tools, but for example, how do we access different databases? How do we define the KPIs, the metrics that we will use for the assessment? This is all being implemented, defined currently. In the project, we also have chosen 3 use cases. These 3 use cases are highway pilots, truck platooning, and traffic jam chauffeur. It's important to say there were other use cases, but it's important to say that these 3 use cases were chosen within Head Start because they allow us to validate the validation methodology. So the use case is not the end, but the means to validate and to demonstrate that our methodology is complete and is scalable. As we were saying, they will have real-world testing, real-world demonstration during the second semester of 2021. So stay tuned with us if you want to be involved, informed, and so on. Please keep in touch with us. One last thing before finishing, we already spoke about this final stage, what we call rich consensus. This is a transversal activity that has been with us during the whole project, but I just wanted to define this expert group that we have created in order to reach consensus. It's open, it's available, and you can join it. We have been performing during the first year. We performed physical workshops with, you could join us, but now in June 2020, due for well-known circumstances, we have been moving more to what would be virtual webinars to join. Wanted to say that we have 6 groups created. The first 3 of them, cybersecurity, communication, and positioning, as you know, are mapped against the key inherent technologies chosen by the Head Start project. But we also have another 3, which are scenario selection, consumer testing, and type approval, which are more related to the methodology itself and also the end user groups. If you are interested, if you want to join this expert network, please do not hesitate to contact us. You will join the group, you will inform about the activities, you will be part of this group for 3 main things, sorry for that, to tell us what you need so we can show you what we are doing, to help us also to steer the project. There's another thing, there's another activity, which is the joint testing action. So you have a use case that you would like to, or would be interesting to use the Head Start methodology, please also contact us so we can also help you in a more detailed way about the Head Start methodology, procedures, and now more on the testing toolchain. Conclusions, We made this a state-of-the-art assessment in the early stages of the project. It's all available. The Head Start methodology has also been defined and deployed, but it's a living process. So if you feel that there's something that you would like to be there in more detail, also contact us. It's not fixed in stone, and we will evolve with it. The procedure also allows us to continue with the actual implementation of the whole validation process. And to do so, we are working also on the testing tool chain, which will end up with the demonstration that will take place in 2021. So thank you very much for your attention. If you have any other questions and so on, please just contact us. Thank you from the Head Start Consortium, and have a nice day.